everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. Today I have a Playbox unboxing, or rather I'm kind of switching it up because this is 1 year that I've been doing these. I started last August. I'm filming on the built-in camera on my laptop, so if there's a slight quality downgrade, I'm sorry. It's Thursday. I'm trying to get this filmed and edited in time to upload on Friday as usual, and yeah. So I thought I would switch things up a little bit, and instead of doing a live unboxing as I've done pretty much every month for the past year, because I love opening these right away, and I thought it would be fun to show you that process and see my original reactions. Well, when this arrived yesterday, I did not have the energy to film, but I really wanted to open the box. So if you like the live unboxings, let me know. I can switch back to that next month. But this month, what I thought I would do was a bit of a first impressions of the current box and then still do the review of last month's box. I'm wearing some of the products from the new box. So diving right in, they had me right away with this really cute kind of version of, I guess, the elements of beauty, they call it. So it's kind of like the periodic table, but for beauty stuff. Then the bag has Makeup Geek, which I just think that's super cute and very applicable to me. And then so far, I'm kind of loving everything that came in this month's bag. I think it's just fantastic. So we've got a hair thing, skincare, and then 3 cosmetic items, which is amazing because I feel like I'm pretty good with my skincare. So it's the cosmetic items and the hair care that I really like. So, and then the fragrance this month, I'm going to start off with that. It's the My Burberry Black, and it's got a nice spray bottle. And I've already got the rollerball bookmarked on my app. The rollerball is only available online. I can't afford a full size. The smallest full size, I think, starts at like $75. And this is definitely a winter scent, kind of late fall throughout the winter. I would not be able to wear this if it was 115 degrees out. So I'm just waiting for it to cool down a little bit, and then I will order the rollerball. I'm afraid if I order it now, it will arrive partially evaporated because it's still over 100 degrees. But the fragrance has jasmine, candied rose, peach nectar, amber, and patchouli. I'm obsessed with amber at the moment. I bought the Moroccan amber candle, and then from Sephora by Nest, and then my World Market candle that was in my last monthly favorites is or Onyx Amber and Dahlia. So I'm loving the amber for some reason, and it's definitely a heavier winter scent. I also love the rose. I put this on as soon as I opened it yesterday, and I put some more on after my shower and before I went to bed, and then I put it back on this morning. I think going outside, it would probably feel a bit heavy and oppressive right now because it's, I think, 105 today, but I am just in love with this scent. Fragrance is obviously very subjective and it's different for everyone, but I think if you like the kind of heavier, warm, spicy floral, I think you might want to try out the My Burberry Black. Yeah, so loving that. Really happy about that. And then the skincare item is by Korres, and it's their Golden Crocus Ageless Saffron Elixir for all skin types with hand-picked Greek saffron. I put this on last night, and then I put it on again this morning, and it's a bit fragranced, and it's right there on the line between, it's hard for me to tell if it's fragranced because of a natural oil or if there's a synthetic fragrance, and I can't really read the packaging, but I do like it. Obviously one day is not enough to tell if it actually works, so I'm going to keep trying, but so far so good, and a little seems to go a long way. So I'm hoping that this one tester sample will last me most of this month, so I can give you at least 2 to 3 weeks of good review. And then we'll switch to the hair care. So this is by Alterna, and it's their Caviar Anti-Aging. Really though? Anti-aging for our hair? Really? And it's their Miracle Multiplying Volume Mist. So this multitasking styler delivers instant and long-lasting root-to-tip volume, providing flexible hold and leaving hair touchably soft. Okay, pros. First of all, the spray is really good. Like, it's a really powerful spray that really gets all over your hair. It doesn't land in clumps in one section. So it gets definite points for the spray. It smells pretty good. Yeah, it smells pretty good, but on my hair the next day, I can't smell it. So I like that. I like when it smells good while I'm using it, but then it doesn't keep my hair super scented until the next time I wash it. So I put this in last night. I washed my hair last night. I let it dry in the towel for a little bit, let the towel absorb the excess water. I brushed it out. I put in my other weightless dry oil, and then I put in this, and then I blow dried it before bed. And I just flipped my head upside down and just blow dried the heck out of it, and then I kind of just smoothed it out with a round brush. So for those who have been commenting on my new hairstyle, thank you. It's a little bit frizzy up at the top, I think, but this is... I slept on it, so I feel like it got a few extra waves in it while I was sleeping, but this is it mostly straight, just slightly rounded off at the bottom. It definitely feels really soft, and I think that's due to this and not the other oil that I use, because this is the softest that it's felt since I got it cut, and I've washed it a few times since then. So far, first impressions are really good on this. I'm not sure about the volume, and I feel like after sleeping in it, the frizz has come back a little bit. I just noticed like some flyaways. But last night, there was like no frizz before I went to sleep. So I do think this is pretty good with that. With the volume, again, I think if I were using this and then styling it in the morning to go out for the day, I think I'd see more volume, but I feel like my hair isn't quite as heavy and weighed down. Like, there is some volume in there. So far, first impressions on this are really, really good. And then the three cosmetics, I felt like there was like an extra product, and I swear it's because the fragrance just feels extra luxurious this month. Anyway, so the one product that I didn't try out is the little mini beauty blender. So we got a micro mini. I've got one in green. I've never tried the micro mini ones. I've only tried the regular beauty blenders. I didn't use this because I didn't want it to be all wet and gross when I was filming this. I do like the beauty blender. I'm not wildly obsessed with it. I do tend to use my palm brush that's a dupe for the Artis palm brush, or my Primark PS Pro oval brush. But I have wanted a mini one for getting like around my nose or on concealer, under the eyes, because the brushes that I use don't really work for concealer. So I have been looking for something, and the full-size beauty blender just sometimes feels a bit big, and yeah, so hopefully this will work out. And then foundation, and I am wearing it today, is this one by Hourglass, and this is their Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I've never tried a foundation stick, but I'm really liking this one. The shade, I don't know, I feel like on camera it does look pale enough. I feel like I might be one shade lighter. I feel like if I'd tried to put this on as more of a full coverage, the shade wouldn't have looked quite right. But I just kind of dotted this. I think I did like 3 small stripes on each cheek, 3 on my forehead, a dot on my nose, and a dot on my chin. And then I blended it in with my PS Pro Primark oval brush. And I was really impressed because with as little as I put on, I thought it was going to just completely blend away. But it did end up, even with that light amount, giving me a kind of medium coverage. So I'm not sure, especially with the quality of the camera from what it's looking like on my screen. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see much of a difference. And I didn't go in with concealer. I kind of had a spot here that I went in with an extra dot, and I did an extra dot under my eyes. And then I just kind of set it with one of my Hourglass ambient powders and put on a little bit of Hourglass blush. And I'm pretty happy with the results. So I'm going to keep testing the little one, and then I might end up saving this as more of like a concealer. That's all that comes in it. But I feel like it barely used up any product with what I used today. So I also like that this had an almost matte finish. Usually when I use one of my BB creams, I really have to go in with powder to kind of get my skin looking a little bit more matte. I don't mind a glow and I don't mind a bit of dewiness, but I don't want to look like I've been sweating my face off. And that's usually what happens unless I put on some powder. But this, without any powder, just looked really kind of natural and like my skin, but better. So first impressions are really high on that. I will keep you all posted. And then the last item is the Clinique High Impact Mascara with the Lash Building Primer. So it's a dual-ended product. I am wearing it today. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see. Again, I use Latisse, so if you're noticing the length of my lashes, that is most likely the Latisse and not this. But I have to say, normally I absolutely hate primers. I actually kind of liked this one. It didn't go on super clumpy. I could see that it was on my lashes. My lashes didn't take on a completely white tint, but I could definitely see that the primer was on there. And then the mascara actually went on pretty well on top of it. So I do like the brush. I'm going to be trying the mascara without the primer and see how that works. And I'll probably also do a day where I do one eye with the primer and one without. Today I did the primer on both just so it would be even. So far I am liking the mascara. I was happy to see another mascara because we got one just last month. And so I think that's a good transition into the second half of this video. We'll move those to the side. I've got everything on my desk in front of me. So last month had two skincare, two cosmetics, and a hair care. We'll start with the hair care. It was the Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I tried this before I cut my hair, and it did absolutely nothing. It didn't make my hair any more manageable, or it definitely didn't make it easier to brush. It didn't seem to affect the health of the hair at all. So I saved it. And there's still a little bit left. I've used this once since cutting my hair and also felt like I didn't really notice anything. Like I feel like with this one, I noticed results right away. With this one, not so much, which is really disappointing. And because this is a really good brand. I love that it's 6-free. It's got no sulfates, parabens, silicones, phthalates, no artificial colors, no DEA. So I really love that in a product, but yeah, I just didn't notice any significant difference. That being said, I thought I had someone comment on this unboxing that they really loved this product. So it probably does depend largely on hair and hair type. I will try it again with the shorter hair because I've only done it once since I've cut my hair, so I will try it again. I've still got a fair amount in there, it seems like. It looks like I'm down to about there. So there's still a bit left, at least for one more use, maybe two. With the cosmetics, I tried the Bare Minerals matte lip something. I've lost the stuff and I really can't be bothered because I didn't like it. I feel like it was really light. It felt almost weightless on the lips, which was nice. But I feel like if you go for matte products because they are super long wearing, this one isn't. This is more in line with the NARS Velvet Lip Glides, I think they were called, which gives you a matte look, a matte finish, but it's not super drying and not super long wearing. So it's similar to those. So if you like the long wearing, you're not going to like this. And then as far as the lighter formula, I feel like the NARS one just felt a little bit better and wore a bit better. This one starts to get a little like gloopy along the inside of my lips, which is not an attractive look on anyone. So yeah, I did like the color. It's a very natural nude color for me, but so I probably will continue to use it, but I would not buy a full size, and I honestly wouldn't recommend a full size. The other cosmetics was the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara in Super Black. My first impressions of this one were really low. I didn't really like it. I felt like it wasn't going on very well. I felt like it was super dry, but once I started using it more, there's always a wearing in process for mascaras, which I was impressed because for first go, this one did pretty well. This one, it literally took me about 4 uses before I felt like it was working with my lashes. I do like it. I do feel like it did a good job. I would recommend people trying it, especially if you can get your hands on a sample size like this. But this came with, I don't have the packaging. I don't know what happened to it, but this came with a lot of pretty bold claims about how it was going to be the best for everything. It would make your lashes the longest, the thickest, the most defined, like everything, you could possibly claim about a mascara. It had all the claims. And I don't feel like it lived up to all of those. I don't feel like they were really making it sound like this was going to be the end-all, be-all, holy grail of mascaras. And for some people it might, because obviously, as we've heard, as you watch different people talk about mascaras, everyone has a slightly different reaction. There's mascaras that I love that people hate. There's mascaras that other people love that I absolutely do not get on with. I think this would be worth trying out because for some people, this might be your end-all be-all. It wasn't that for me. I would definitely recommend people try it, but I'd be really curious to hear what you have to say about it if you do. So, yeah. And then the 2 skincare products were the absolute winners of the month. So the one was the Boscia, I could never know how to pronounce that, charcoal pour pudding. So it's got this black and white swirled together. You can see on the inside it's a bit more mixed together from where I've scooped it out. So it works like any kind of charcoal clay mask. So you scoop some out, you mix it together so that it's got a gray consistency so that the white and the black is mixed together, and then you spread it on your face. Leave on for 15 to 20 minutes. I always hydrate my skin with I use a rose water face mist while this is on to keep it from drying completely, and then I rinse it off. It rinses off pretty well. It would be best to do it in the shower, or if you're going to do it at your sink, just use a cloth that you don't really care about, because it does stain your washcloth a little bit. It feels really good on the skin. It smells really good. I would really recommend this. And then the final product is the Milk Makeup Cooling Water. So it's this little twist up stick, and they didn't give us a whole lot in the sample. So I was really like rationing this. I did not want to use it because it just felt so good. Basically, wherever you put it just kind of feels like you've put a cold compress on. So I love putting it across my forehead. Yesterday, I was using it under my eyes, and this just made them feel so much better. So really like this. I liked it so much that I went out and I bought the full size of it. So I showed this in my back to school haul, and yeah, I absolutely love this. I think it's a great product. The little one has now been living in my handbag, and this one is going to live at my desk so that while I'm working, I've got this to kind of keep me cool and refreshed. So this video has gotten a bit long, but I had a lot to say. Let me know what you think of doing the kind of opening it off camera and trying things out and giving you my first impressions versus the way that I've been doing it with the live openings. I will try to get things a bit more concise in the future. Hopefully I can edit this video down a bit. Hopefully I can get it up in time tomorrow. If you've tried any of these products, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on these products, or just say hi in the comments because I love that too. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you all soon in the next video. I'm trying as hard as I can to stay with my regular uploading schedule, but as some of you have probably noticed, it's been a bit difficult, and yeah, struggle is kind of my middle name at the moment, but I am doing my best and I really appreciate your support. So hang in there with me. I will get a new video up for you guys as soon as I can, and I will see you all then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.